Over 2,000 years ago, one man changed the course of history. A military genius, a master politician, and a ruler whose ambition would shake the foundations of the Roman Republic. This is the story of Julius Caesar, his rise to power, his greatest triumphs, and his tragic fall. Julius Caesar was born in 100 BCE into the prestigious yet politically weakened Julii family. Rome was a city of corruption, civil strife, and class warfare. Caesar's early experiences would shape his thirst for power and reform. As a young man, Caesar defied the brutal dictator Sulla and fled Rome. But fate had other plans. With Sulla's death, Caesar returned, determined to carve his own path. He studied oratory in Rhodes, fought as a soldier, and quickly rose through the ranks of Roman politics. Caesar's charisma and intelligence made him a rising star. He won the people's favor through grand spectacles and generous policies, but his true genius lay in forging alliances. In 60 BCE, he formed a political alliance with Rome's richest man, Crassus, and its greatest general, Pompey. This alliance, known as the First Triumvirate, allowed Caesar to secure a consulship in 59 BCE. With their backing, he gained command of the legions in Gaul, where he would make history. For nearly a decade, Caesar waged a brutal war against the Gallic tribes. His military strategies were revolutionary, using speed, engineering, and psychological warfare. In 52 BCE, Caesar faced his greatest challenge, the united Gallic forces led by Vercingetorix. At Alesia, he constructed a double-wall siege, starving his enemy into submission. Rome hailed him as a hero, but his growing power alarmed his former allies. Back in Rome, the Senate and Pompey saw Caesar as a threat. They ordered him to disband his army and return as a private citizen. But Caesar had no intention of surrendering. With the immortal words, "Alea iacta est," the die is cast. Caesar led his army across the Rubicon, declaring war on the Republic. Civil war erupted. Caesar's disciplined legions crushed Pompey's forces at Pharsalus in 48 BCE. Pompey fled to Egypt, where he was assassinated on orders of Pharaoh Ptolemy XIII. But Caesar was not done. He pursued victory in Egypt, forming an alliance with Queen Cleopatra. With his enemies vanquished, Caesar took control of Rome. He initiated sweeping reforms, reorganized the Senate, and granted citizenship to many. But absolute power breeds absolute enemies. On the Ides of March, 44 BCE, a group of senators, fearing the end of the Republic, hatched a plan to assassinate Caesar. March 15, 44 BCE. As Caesar entered the Senate, he was surrounded. One by one, the conspirators struck, 23 times, and as he fell, his last words, "Et tu, brute," echoed through history. The conspirators believed they had saved the Republic. Instead, they unleashed a new civil war. Mark Antony and Octavian, Caesar's heir, would battle for control of Rome. The Republic was dead. In its place, an empire would rise. Julius Caesar's legacy is immortal. His name became a title, Caesar, used by emperors for centuries. His military tactics are still studied today, and his life remains one of the greatest stories of ambition, power, and betrayal. I came, I saw, I conquered. Julius Caesar, the man who changed Rome forever.